Welcome again to Nature Boy Gary Gold's Corner. I'm Gary Gold, along with my co-host Chris Blackheart.
How you doing, Gary?
Back again. Took a little time off.
Yeah, you know, Gary, the only good part about COVID, well, one of them is I hadn't seen you over a year and a half, Gary. I almost didn't recognize you.
Geez, you know, it's funny, the same feeling. Wow, so mutual. Wow. You know.
Hey, we were here. Me and Mr. Vega. We
Yes,
did some
boy.
great shows without you.
Yeah.
It was a good vibe, a good thing going, and you literally rolled in. Looks like you rolled in from Florida.
Yeah.
I don't know what retirement home you were staying at, Gary,
Can't
but
remember which one.
well, and that's when you go from the retirement home to the funeral home.
Yeah, we don't want to do funeral homes, no. Yeah,
Don't worry, we can get you fitted again.
yeah probably. Yeah. Probably. But so how's things going? Showcase everything.
You know,
good?
good. You know, I know we talked about it before with the whole pandemic. You know, we modified training. We did Zoom training. We're one of the first ones to do it. We modified events. You know, we did closed studio tape and very, you know, SPW TV exploded, which
Right.
everything's on UP. Gary, SPW
Yeah, mostly.
TV. That's all you have to put in
Yeah, okay.
YouTube. Everything comes up. We're going on season 4, which is awesome.
All right.
You know, live events are coming back.
Yes.
I'm not sure when this one is airing, but it'll probably air after we go to the Wheeling City Festival.
Right.
But, you know, doing Cumberland Fest this year. We got a couple summer venues, and then we're coming back in the fall strong, like nothing ever happened.
I'm coming back to the Moose Lodge, I heard.
We are, yes, the Moose. Well, you know, the Moose is an awesome venue. The history of wrestling, you know, over 20 years there, but it's a small, intimate
Right. Small.
place, but it's awesome for wrestling. But it's obviously with COVID and protocol, you need the distance. And guess what? With all the venues that we deal with, you know, we just went back to Taunton, well, like 60 days ago. You know, and you know that time it was 6 feet. That was challenging. You know, but guess what? It's like, you know, with a match, you got to adapt. Wrestling is adaptation. That's what we did really well. And we got a lot of good things coming. You know, excited for the live fans, new fresh talent coming up too, some old talent coming in and out, you know, and then we go to you, nice and old.
But it's good that everything's slowly starting to miss the crowds and then miss the people coming down to the clubs and the events and, you know, it's...
Well, Kathy didn't miss it.
Yeah,
but-
she didn't miss it.
No. Kathy was like, hey, I was retiring. I'm
Yeah.
like, so now we know who came up with COVID was Kathy.
Yeah.
Just that she would have to do shows for almost 2 years,
Yeah.
feels like.
Yeah. I don't know if I want to hold
It was
on.
a year and a half.
About a year and a half, yeah. But slowly things are starting to... I know it's like a lot of the baseball, football, mostly baseball, the people in.
Gary, I didn't watch one game. I didn't miss it. I didn't even know they were playing.
I wonder why. I know why Vega knows that you have. If I would make bets on sports, we lose a lot of money because of you. But you
Well, see, that's different. See, I don't bet on sport, but if you told me, hey, maybe I would watch it if I was betting, because now you know, there's a different science on that. So
Okay.
don't make me watch sports for that reason, Gary.
No, it would give you probably an easier sport and everything to watch. But
Like what?
probably,
Darts?
probably, no, maybe pool.
No, I like pool. I haven't played pool in ages.
Yeah.
So don't make me watch the Olympics, Gary. I know that's coming up. I hate the Olympics.
That's a big.
I do. I've always hated it. It sounds, even when I was a little kid, I never liked the Olympics.
No?
I like the idea of it. I respect what they do. It's definitely talented, just not my thing.
Right. Oh,
You know?
well, that's weird. Well,
Why?
I guess. I mean, there's a big thing goes on and everything, but it's your choice. But basically, a lot of people have been catching up on. A lot of people are very disappointed in
And you?
WWE. No, I don't worry about that. I care about anybody. The shows. A lot of people are not happy with a lot of those shows.
I think the biggest problem with WWE, there's no off season.
They're letting go. Like they let go half the people that you thought they were going to.
Yeah, but
decent.
you gotta look some things behind the scenes with that. Why do they let people go? Is it a money thing? You know, I don't know. I mean, that's like everything, Gary. Talent has to be rotated.
Right. Then they all go to the other group. You know,
I don't know.
it's like what do you call him? Drew McIntosh.
Yep.
Tell you that guy. He takes
Yeah,
a beating.
no, yeah.
He takes a beating.
No, I saw some of it on Monday night. I saw the triple threat they had, and
The Riddler. He cracks me up. The Riddler. It's like, but tell you, I mean, he takes a punishment. I mean, I know he did the Cajun match, Hell in a
Yep.
Cell, and you know, but he does take a Now he can't, but he can't cash it in until somebody beats Lashley.
I don't know the stipulation.
That's what it was.
Yeah, no, I watched the match, and
Sometimes I heard it. He won it, but he says until somebody dethrones him,
Yeah.
he can't do it. So he stays a champion for God knows a year. He has to sit back and
you
wait.
can challenge him. Why don't you call
Yeah.
Cena? Hey,
Yeah, hopefully, yeah. No, that won't be too good. Everything. So we got a good one match today. You might be interested.
no,
in.
you did. You told me you got a surprise,
Yeah.
and I think your surprise is like my surprises. For you,
Right.
Usually no good intentions, which is fine. I have no problem with that.
No, we'll just have to kind of analyze it. It's an oldie match and everything. It's been a long time since this match.
All right. Are you in it?
Yes. Of course.
Am I in it?
No, not this
Oh,
one.
okay.
No, not this
Oh,
one.
here it goes. All right, who do you have? Is that Travis Funk? Is that Gary over there? Is that Travis or?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, so Gary Gold. This looks like it's come from Seacock. Is that correct?
Yeah, you're correct, Alan.
This looks like Mr. Biggs's ring. What year? Like 01?
I just honestly.
02 maybe? Sandy Starr has to be around there somewhere,
Yeah, I
right?
think so. Yeah, one of your ex-managers.
No, I thought she was your manager.
I don't know. She managed you. I got that tape.
No, I thought she was Don
I got
Vegas.
that
I
tape
thought
and then
I
try to
thought she
dig
was
it up.
Don Vegas manager. at
No,
Seacock
he's
all
got
the
too much
time.
class. No.
Either that
No.
or Brick House. I don't know.
Yeah, we're gonna find that tape with you and Sandy.
No, Sandy was
Is your
my manager, only in the ring,
yeah,
nowhere else,
yeah.
not on the steps. BAL. Ooh, look at Gary.
Oh,
Ooh.
no.
All right, let's Travis Funk going over there. Oh, Gary, you doing a hip toss? Ooh, nice hip toss. You doing drop kick? Ooh, hip toss, arm drag. Oh, look, Gary, you look light over there. What happened? Huh?
You look at-
Wow, you look fast. I don't remember that.
on this.
Oh, yeah.
I'm like,
All right, I got to find out, Gary.
well, we'll wing it. But I said Seacon. We had a lot of shows at Seacon.
Now, Seacock, that was a very odd venue. And even after UCW was running there, I hit him up a couple of times. And
Didn't they stop the wrestling because they had somebody?
Well, usually somebody does something.
I think he passed too.
Somebody did something stupid. That's
Yeah,
usually
they-
what happens with venues.
Yeah, and something they
So Gary's
broke.
going for a lot. Ooh, Gary, look at that. What are you doing? Oh, no,
That's
ooh,
Travis.
That's Travis, man.
Hey,
Ooh, look at those shots. Give him another one. Gary likes it. Wait, you just had a sunset flip?
yeah.
Are you sure that's you, Gary?
You
I don't remember that one.
don't remember that one?
No, I don't remember that.
God.
It's almost looks like a video game. From Atari, but that's okay.
All
All right, fine.
Funk was
all right,
doing
Funk.
some.
All right. Give him a couple boots. Oh, look at Gary. Look at that. He's fixing the dental work. That was really nice of him.
Yeah.
I mean, Gary's taking a breather, so some things don't change, even back in 2001. Is that TJ Richter out? Is he his
I think.
manager?
I think
Yeah,
that
at
was.
first I thought he was a fan because he had that T-shirt.
No, I think that's Funk's manager. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that's Richter there. All right, here we go. Ooh, hey, look at that drop kick, Gary. You did do a good drop kick. Yeah, I want to invite try and do it now again. Over the years, I went from like the head, the shoulders, down to belly button. Now it's right. You doing a net?
That was a super kick.
That was you?
Yeah.
Holy gee! I feel like I see a whole new Gary. All the bad stuff I used to say and still say to you about you last week, man. I gotta take time to find that.
Vegas. Oh, my ears are ringing. No. That's something. Yeah, that was my super kick. I like that one.
No, that was good. Chris Adams. Did you ask him if you could?
I don't think I can ask him now.
Oh, you could.
Yeah.
Just bring some white stuff and you'll be fine.
You have to dig him up first.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's right there. Yeah, I remember.
It's hard to tell who's who right now because you're both wearing black tights and with the camera angle.
Yeah, he was around. Yeah, I remember when he was, he was with Funk. He managed Funk a couple matches. Yeah. Oh, that's Seacon. My God, I remember. But I think it was a packed crowd too. Yeah. Oh, here we go again.
Oh, nice reversal for Gary. Ooh, big clothesline to the mush on Travis Funk.
But
the Seacon was a hit or miss, man. After a while, it just kept going down and.
Right. Yeah, there was some there. Just some places sometimes, like you said, we knew how Buddy Dan, but Badani. Ooh.
Yeah, Badani used to like him destroyed by Fuller on those shows.
Oh yeah. Oh, I know. God, remember those?
Yeah. Where's Mr. Biggs? He has to be around. There's Mr. Biggs and Mrs. Biggs.
I don't remember. I can't honestly remember if. I don't know. Were you a part? I don't know. Were you a part of this show? I think you were. I think you did tag.
I would say yes, but don't ask me who I wrestled. I have no idea. All right. Gold looked like you're sopping him up for a leg drop.
Working on the leg.
You figure four?
Working on the leg.
We're doing a clover leaf?
Yeah.
Who you ask? Why do you ask the fans, Gary?
I know.
You love the fans, don't you? You love hugging and kissing them when they're out there, don't you? All right, yeah. You deserve that. Oh, another big clothesline. Looks like Funk did it to you now. Ooh, nice. Yeah, I kind of like that. Oh, I can see the knot, too.
Yeah.
That was good. 20 years later, you still have the knot on your head.
Yeah, this is memories.
Oh, you actually remember this match? How bad is it now when you see footage that you were in and you have no idea? Like some matches you remember, other matches like nope, I have no idea.
Yeah, one match somebody showed me, I have no clue where it was, and nope, it's not good. Well,
big bison, Gary. Don't go up. Are you going up? Don't go up to the top. Oh, Gary, don't go up.
It's always bad news when I do this.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's always bad news.
There you go, Gary. You didn't get. You gotta got thrown higher and farther. Oh, did you just give him a low blow? I think he did.
No, I would never do that.
No, that was the referee.
I can't even.
Right in front of him. He pulled a Frank Rocha.
Oh, there we go. Now I got the figure for him.
His first name was Mike, right?
Mike, yeah. Oh.
Yeah, Gary, I got to question that. You should have lost by disqualification right there. I'm blaming a low blow in front of the referee.
You sure it was a low blow?
Yeah, Gary. 20 years later.
I don't know. I don't think it was. The camera was turning the other way.
No, that was a Frank Rocha.
Whoops. We don't get out of it. What happened here?
I'm going to call Mike up now. And watch out. Here comes TJ. Oh, that was a nice shot.
Yeah, knuckles.
Well, that's okay. It hit you, so. Gary, you kind of deserved it.
No.
Low blow in front of the referee. At least if you were discreet about it, Gary, I would say okay, but that was not discreet. Okay, I kind of like that, Gary.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to show that to Don Vega. He could be very impressed with you.
I think that match there was at the end where Funk didn't know what was going on, and I guess he had brass knuckles, and I guess they showed him, and they changed it.
Now you're trying. Now you're trying to tell everybody after the footage is off that you won.
No, it's just I did always.
You won by disqualification, even though you low blowed
your
opponent in front of the referee.
Well, the referee didn't see it.
Oh, Gary.
That's why I always said you'd have two referees, right? But you never agreed to two referees.
You sound like a Seahawk fan.
True. Yeah. Oh, very true. So yeah, we'll have to.
All right, I enjoyed that, Gary.
Yeah, I'll have to bring up find some oldie but goodies.
Well, it's going to take a while, Gary. Another year and a half.
No, we're going to go that far.
Imagine when you can figure out how to use the VCR, Gary.
I know. It's just using the 8-track for the thing.
No, well, I don't know about you, but it's like we have the small tapes. Was it the 8mm?
Yep.
I think at the other sides, and there's one more size than a VHS. So remember Kathy wanted to throw away the camera. I'm like, whoa, you can't throw that away.
No, she's going to throw it away.
Yeah, she's like, oh, we don't use it. I'm like, hello.
Oh.
It's like half of my stuff that I own.
Right, and
Yeah.
yeah, no, she don't want to do that. So she must be getting all reared up, all excited about doing the shows, about coming back.
Oh yeah. What Kathy did you talk to?
Yeah, that's true. That's true. So you said we got some new talent coming in.
What like the good part about Better Than Quarantine is some days when you run a business, you're always working in it, that you can't work on it.
Right.
That was a good part about quarantine. We're able to do some stuff that you don't have time for or you don't do it enough. So the good part is some fresh talent. We have some talent that we developed through school. Like literally, we have some guys who started just before quarantine, before everything happened.
Right.
Was it March of, was that 2020?
Right.
And they were ready to go, but they kept training and getting better and training and getting better. So there's some good young talent that's hungry,
right?
And they want to get stuff done in that ring, and they want to make a name for themselves. And
well, that's good. I mean, so
I'll let you interview them. They can make their name off of you. So.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, time we can explore them, give them TV time on the show here, so they can.
Yeah, some of them actually do live local.
Yeah.
So yeah, no, we'll just see if we can get them down and
get themselves going, and hopefully, I think a lot of, I see, especially with the other groups, a lot of people I don't even know who they are. The EW, have a lot of guys that don't even know who they are. It's like, geez, I'm like, but they seem to be good. I mean, I haven't watched all of it, but they just seem to be, they're coming from everywhere. You got talent, then what happens? They get trained, and then they go another different group. All kinds of. But I know it's that when some people don't watch Wally. The guy says, "You don't watch Monday Night, whatever it is." He says he was upset. He's a big wrestling fan. And he put Orton and the Riddler together tag team. He said, "No, I'll never watch it again." He goes, "That's an embarrassment for Randy."
No,
I'm like,
yeah, I don't know. It almost reminds me like when he was tagging with Edge.
Right.
Down the line, you kind of saw them together and it kind of worked, and now they bring it back like 10 years later.
Right.
Rated RKO, but
no,
I don't know.
Yeah, Edge is coming back now, though.
Yeah, I mean, I like tag team wrestling. I just don't like the fact when you just put two random guys together when there's no reason.
Right.
And then they have matches. I like tag teams.
Yeah, I mean, I didn't. They did team for a while, but I don't see them teaming anymore. Orton and the Riddler.
I don't. I catch Raw. I don't see everything.
Yeah,
so I don't know. I mean, I saw the match that Riddle was in on the three-way, and he did take some of Randy's moves, and they did acknowledge it. So I'm not sure exactly how that's done.
I mean, he's not. I mean, the matches I watch with Riddler, he's not that bad a competitor. I mean, you know what he reminds me of? Kevin Von Erich.
Oh, because of the feet?
Yeah, he reminds me of. I figured he has a lot of the same moves and a lot of the.
Mm-hmm. Well, he has a good background in MMA, which is good. He's an MMA fighter, so he did really well.
Yeah, well.
And he was a lifelong wrestling fan, transitioned into it.
Right.
Worked the Indies, worked the NXT brand, got moved up. So.
Yeah, even on the women's thing, the women's heavyweight champion, I know Charlotte Flair. She looks like she lost weight or something. She doesn't.
She took some time off.
Yeah,
a lot of it, I think I don't want to say thinned out, but she slimmed down a little bit.
Yeah.
I think but I mean, she's good. No question about that.
They have so much to win the women's competition and tag teams and singles and now Buddy Flair, he's gonna stop doing the car commercials.
Well, hey, actually, Gary, I'll ask you a question. Have you watched anything like Dark Side of the Ring?
Yeah.
Have you? Okay, so which ones have you seen?
The second one.
Which one? Okay.
Oh, well, I mean.
Second one. Okay, what was the story about? Which one?
Which wrestler are we talking about now? There was a bunch.
Oh, you said Dark Side of the Ring. You're like, I saw the second one. Second season, second episode?
I'm sorry, the first season I saw.
Okay.
And
I think this is season 3 or season 2.
It was interesting.
No,
did you like it?
Yeah, I know. I like it. I think that was the one that they had like. Which one you see? You see the Brody one?
Brody one.
Brody, Gino was good.
Yeah.
I like it because some days it sprinkles little stuff that you either didn't know or different light of it, which is good.
Right.
So no, those are pretty good. I mean, A&E, had 2 series that they went with. They were WWE endorsed products. One, they had like Savage, they had Macho, I think Piper.
They didn't do one on Dino Bravo, not Dino Bravo, Tito Santana. I don't remember any doing any of him.
No, I don't.
He's kind of faded. I mean, he's never.
What, Tito?
He made the Hall of Fame, didn't he? Tito.
I think, yeah.
Yeah, but they don't show. He's had enough in WWF to make a series or anything.
I don't know.
So you don't have too
Yeah,
much.
no, Tito would be interesting. I mean, he did everything right.
Yeah, he was. All the guy I was thinking of that passed away that ruined Seacon. New Jack. Is it New Jack?
Yep.
He passed away.
Yep.
I saw that's one that they.
Yeah, he was 58, I think.
That's That's one that he.
You ever wrestle New Jack or?
No, I was with him in New Hampshire with Gino Hernandez.
Yeah.
And
Martino or
I'm sorry, Martinez. And they were supposed to do a match and something. I can't remember where we were. I know they stopped the show because something happened, and I was supposed to fight Atlas. Yeah, I think New Jack was wrestling Gino, I think.
Yeah.
And I guess they got out of hand, and whoever was at high school, whoever they stopped the whole show because they were pissed off. There was just cottage everywhere. And I remember Tony saying Tony was upset because they were like,
Yeah.
well, it goes a waste of time me driving down here. And I'm like, and he was not happy. He was like, I was suited up, ready to go.
Well, it's hard because, sometimes you do a diverse card, different talent.
I don't think New Jack had much. He didn't have much. He must have fought the Butcher. He must have fought the Duel, I'm sure.
I don't know. That's a good question.
He don't have.
Maybe our fans can look it up and send Gary. Don't send Gary.
Don't you?
Do you go anything Showcase for Wrestling on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram? Just put SP Wrestling. Send it to me. And say if you know that New Jack wrestled Abdul the Butcher. I think they're 2 different timelines.
Because I remember didn't being it Cena, but he didn't have much of a wrestling skill. It wasn't much. He didn't really.
Oh no, he was doing the hardcore stuff.
Yeah, a lot of people didn't. That's what.
He had the music. Like you look at ECW, they did the music when the Gangsters came out. Do you ever watch the stuff with him and when they started like in Smoky Mountain? Like when that kind of got them going.
Yeah.
Oh,
that's good.
Let's put it this way. It would never be on Peacock. So
Right.
WWE Network is on Peacock. The stuff that they have from Smoky Mountain, the interviews that New Jack did, it's not going to be. So you have to find either on YouTube, but it was. You want to talk about getting heat? It was good.
That was it.
Yeah.
So I just remember the name, and I said, "Oh God, that's just geez." He was banned from a lot of areas. He was banned from a lot of places.
I mean, let's wait. If you booked New Jack, you knew what you were getting, and some days you would get a lot more. But you can't complain, Gary, if the fire's hot and it's just hotter than you expected.
Yeah.
You knew it was going to burn down your house. Not my fault to burn down your whole neighborhood.
Yeah, I know Gino was like that was his type of match.
Gino liked that. It would.
But yeah, I mean, it was from New York, right? New York or New Jersey.
I believe so. It was somewhere around there.
Yeah, but well, I mean, I say I don't think you'd have him on your show, would you?
No. I have nothing against him. The style is more fine, but I always try to keep my venues happy and do repeat business, and I'm not sure if that would allow me to, do repeat business.
Well, that could give a good name there. Bad name probably. Yeah. But like I said, most people watching, and you have too much on there. Monday night, on Wednesday night, Friday night.
No, it's a lot of content, and I always say wrestling should be like football. You start out. You go to August to really like January, early February.
Right.
Then you have an off season. I think the reason why people like football or sports so much is you can miss it.
Right.
And if it's always on, you can't miss it.
Right.
And I always think they should do that with WWE because it's the #1 company out there. Do a similar season, and then maybe after WrestleMania, now maybe you do the women for August, April to August.
Right.
And then you start up with the men's division again from September to March.
Right.
I like it because it's different, and then you can give the guys can rest to give their body a break. You can get what you want, and people want it. I think that's the biggest problem with wrestling right now, especially like the TV product. Independence is a little bit different because a live event is different. Right. You can see, you can touch, you can react to it. Now, if anything, people want live events. So I think we are up on that.
Right.
which anything like that, just go to showcasewrestling.com. We got a lot of events coming up with that. But with WWE, it's never off. There's so much on that I just think it's just too much.
Yeah, and I know a lot of people, they like the documents on when they do like Andre.
Well, no,
I like those.
Well, you know Sweater, right? So like I was listening to some podcasts and they were going over like statistics of shows. Majority of those shows just higher ratings than what wrestling does on TV now.
Right.
So if Raw does like 1.5 million, some of these specials are getting like 3, 4, 10 million people. So people like wrestling, but is it the wrestling product or is it the fact that it doesn't stop?
Right. And plus, then you've seen the other one where they try to find the original stuff.
Yeah, I did. I watched some of it. You may like it, Gary.
I watched it to find Ric Flair's original robe and pay all that money to get it back.
Yeah.
Like, well, how did that person get it? Did they sell it to him? It's like, but
well, Flair, he supposedly left it in a hotel room, and no one claimed it after 30 days.
I would think he would realize it was missing when he went home.
Yeah, but he's
got so many, so
yeah,
I didn't know.
In his case, he was flying around the country, going internationally.
Yeah, and then they had what's his name on there? Mankind. What kind of find Sacco, Mr. Sacco?
Yeah, that one I haven't seen. I saw Jake's. I saw Beefcake and Valentine. I saw Flair's one. So no, a lot of them are good. It's just
Valentine. I know he's on spot. He's doing a lot of interviews for different people, and he was telling me. Like one of them was interested in watching the Iron Sheik, the original Sheik, Iron Sheik. And you remember, I was making $20-$30 a night. I'm like, geez, that's unreal. He's like, but he said he had to stay in a hotel, but half the stories he had, he'd tell, and some of the people he didn't like, he'd make sure you knew about it. He didn't like this person, and Piper, he had a lot of couple people he kind of like really. That he knew, but he had a decent, but now he's on a lot every week now, talking about one wrestler, but he's got the knowledge of all the wrestlers he's been through, and he says, he told me if he could change something, he says, his dad didn't like Vince McMahon for some reason, they didn't get along at all. I was like, but it's interesting, those stories, to hear them, the talk and sit there and listen to, about, of course, probably the story we wouldn't remember, but people that are age, young kids probably have no clue what he's saying. But they probably don't remember who was that guy. I mean, they're no great panel.
Valentine?
No, Valentine. I'm saying the stories he had in the past when we were growing up. We knew we were familiar, but some of these young kids probably never heard of, who we.
Well, shame on them. I know when guys were at Showcase Pro Wrestling. Like one of the things we do, we give the guys homework. And a lot of it is podcasts or watching footage.
Yep. Yeah.
And you got to know history. You got to know the history.
Yeah, he was doing on Gorilla Monsoon. I think Gorilla Monsoon's son was a referee for the WWF.
He was, Joey Morello.
Yeah, and they were like, he said, Monsoon, it was probably one of the toughest guys he ever wrestled when he was prime, and he had Bobby, talking about Bobby the Brain. I didn't like Paul Law enough. For some reason, he didn't like Mr. Honda, Mr. Wonderful. I don't know, but I think it's interesting, plus, half his interviews, you can hear it beep, 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 because it beat for like 2 minutes, so it was like, so he wasn't saying something nice, I guess. Yeah. I like when they put the whole thing on, beep, 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 then now he's back, so I guess apparently he must have dropped a couple bombs,
Well, that happens.
Yeah, everything, but, so we'll have to start digging up some more interesting matches.
Well, you go through your archive.
Yeah, I'm going to try to find and surprise you on something. All right. Sound good? All right, thank you for watching the HBO Gary Eagles Corner. We'll see you again next week.